Ice Age 5 Collision Course Storybook version. Ice Age 5 Collision Course Storybook version. Scrat sniffs across ice dunes, looking for the perfect spot to crack open his acorn. He picks a spot, wedges his nut into the ice, and falls into a huge underground cavern. Unhurt, Scrat strikes his acorn into an icy platform. Suddenly, the cavern is filled with light and starts to shake. Scrat has fallen into an ancient spaceship and has accidentally started it up. He tugs at his acorn, which causes the spaceship to leap forward and zoom into space. The ship bumps into a cluster of planets. The planets fly apart, crashing into other planets and pinging around space like a pinball, until finally settling into an orbit around the sun. Scrat has created a new solar system. Unfortunately, he has also caused a giant asteroid storm, and it's heading towards Earth. By accident. Meanwhile, on Earth, Manny is playing ice hockey with Peaches. Yes, touchdown! Wait. Hole in one! Cheers Julian as he slips and slides towards his fiancée, Peaches. She catches him and gives him a hug. She doesn't mind that he's no good at sport. Manny groans quietly to himself. He's not sure Julian is mature enough to look after his little girl, Peaches. Later that day, at the watering hole, Ellie has a surprise. Everyone gathers around to see what it is. Ta-da! Ellie says it's a beautiful ice sculpture to celebrate Ellie and Manny's wedding anniversary. Ellie waits to see what Manny got for her. Just as everyone starts to think Manny has forgotten, the sky lights up with a beautiful fireworks display. Ellie hugs Manny, thrilled. The Mammoth family and their friends celebrate with a buffet dinner, where Julian accidentally lets slip that he and Peaches will go roaming after their wedding. Manny and Ellie are shocked. Just as Manny is questioning Peaches, a giant fireball hurtles towards them. The beautiful fireworks display is also turned into a terrifying meteor shower. Okay, party's over. Everyone run, shouts Manny. Manny, love is killing us, screams Sid as everyone runs for cover. Ellie realizes that Manny did forget their anniversary after all. I suppose this is all part of your magic show, she asks. Abracadabra? Says Manny sheepishly, running alongside her. Manny and the herd all bolt into a cave to take cover. An asteroid hits the ground outside the cave. It drills deep into the earth, smashing right through the lost world of dinosaurs and opening up an ancient cavern. Buck, in the middle of saving a dinosaur egg, falls straight into the cavity. He finds an ancient tablet that predicts the end of the world. On the surface, the meteor shower is over. The herd enter a landscape of molten earth and smoking craters. Hello, mammals, says Buck, popping out of the ground and seeing his old friends. A little help, he says, falling back into the void as Manny helps him out. Buck explains the prophecy. Every 100 million years or so, the world gets a cosmetic cleansing. The mother of all asteroids is screaming towards us, he tells his friends. Luckily, I've got a plan. The last two asteroids crashed in the same spot. The crash site holds the key, continues Buck. The herd decide to follow Buck to the crash site to see if they can stop the impending doom. The friends get moving because they only have 2 days to get there. As they go, the group collect fallen asteroids along the way and put them in Buck's backpack. While collecting asteroids, Manny and Ellie talk to each other about Peaches moving away. What if we convince them to stay near us? Asks Ellie. But before they can talk further, Crash and Eddie zoom towards each other. The asteroids they are holding slam together. They're magnets. If these meteorites are magnets, so is the asteroid, says Buck. The herd moves into a thick forest where they hear a soft hum. The air feels strange, says Diego, and suddenly, poof! Manny's hair puffs out. Sid points and laughs, and his fur puffs out. Poof! Then poof! Diego becomes a fur ball. Everyone's fur puffs out with static electricity. Crash and Eddie touch each other's paw, triggering a lightning storm. Lightning is crackling and rippling all around the forest. Peaches gets caught in a cage of electricity. Julian can see the rhythm of the current and waits for Peaches to jump out, but Manny and Ellie can't see the rhythms and think that Julian isn't helping. They rush in to help Peaches and get trapped just as she jumps out. After Ellie and Manny escape the cage, the group decide to get out of the forest and take a break. Manny realizes that he should try and bond with Julian and offers to teach him how to play ice hockey. They skate out onto a frozen lake, and just when they were starting to have fun, Manny whacks the puck too hard, and it hits Julian in the head. So much for bonding, Manny thinks as Peaches yells at him. In the morning, the group find that Sid's granny is missing. Granny, oh my sweet malicious granny, says Sid. Just then, they hear Granny yelling in the distance. The herd follow the sound of her voice through the forest and into an amazing, colourful cave full of sparkling crystals and youthful creatures. They find Granny loudly praising an energetic bunny as he massages her sore muscles. Oh look, that's a Shangri-Lama. As the friends look around, Buck zooms into a wall. Suddenly he realizes why the asteroids land here. The meteorites are magnetic, and so is this crystal wall, says Buck. At that moment, a gorgeous sloth walks towards the group. I can't believe it. Visitors, she says, tossing her long blonde hair. She stops dead in front of Sid. Hello, handsome. I'm Brooke, she said. Sid immediately falls in love. The group explain their mission and ask for help. Global catastrophe isn't really my strong suit, but I bet he can help you, says Brooke. While the herd follow Brooke to meet him, Sid falls even more deeply in love with her. Here he is, the master of meditation, the supreme Suri, the 4-time heavy thoughts champion of the world, the Shangri-Lama, says Brooke. Greetings, mammals. The Shangri-Lama will see you now, says the llama regally. After a lot of yoga, the friends realize that this flexible guru doesn't know anything at all. Luckily, Buck gets an idea. Theoretically speaking, if we launch magnetic crystals into space, they will attract the asteroid, pulling it off course, he said. But how are we going to launch the crystals into space? Crash asks. Just then, Sid spots a beautiful crystal. He is so in love with Brooke, he decides he must give it to her as a present. All the Geotopians gasp as he pulls it from the wall. There is a giant crash and the wall shatters into tiny pieces. Buck stares at the space where the wall used to be. That's it, pent-up energy. Earth's most powerful propulsor device is right in front of us, he shouted. The herd look out to see a volcano. That's our magnet launcher, says Buck. Everyone starts moving crystals into the volcano. Manny is pushing the last crystal uphill, but it's too heavy. Julian has an idea and tells Manny to let it go. It rolls down the slope, launches off a rocky half-pipe and slam dunks into the volcano. Did it work? Asks Julian. Yes! I take back everything I ever said about you, says Manny ecstatically. Thanks, bro, Dad, says Julian, happy but slightly confused by Manny's compliment. There is a massive roar, and the volcano erupts with a huge explosive force, shooting the crystal mass into space. The giant asteroid is pulled away, just as it skims Earth's atmosphere. Everyone celebrates the victory. The herd says goodbye to the Geotopians and head home. The celebrations continue with Julian and Peaches' wedding. Welcome to the family, bro, son, says Manny. Thanks, bro, Dad, says Julian with a goofy grin. Meanwhile, in space, Scrat is still after his acorn. The end.